Wow, man. Wow, man.
Yeah, what a documentary, bro.
Doug.
They did not hold back on Vince, bro. They
So what
asked.
did you think? What did you think, man? What did you think?
Oh, I enjoyed the documentary. I enjoyed the documentary. I
Mhm.
think also the documentary took part a little bit parts from other documentaries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
from what
think
I
so.
saw.
Mhm.
But other than that, dude, I liked it. They really put Vince on the spot, uh, calling out every allegation he had, even from the '80s till now,
Yeah.
asking all the opinions of the wrestlers and everything. Uh, Tony Atlas was like funny, and he was basically the only wrestler on there. Is like, yeah, I don't like Vince, but I respect him professionally.
I
He's like,
mean, I mean, credit where I'll give credit when credit's due. Vince
yeah,
McMahon did revolutionize the industry, bro.
he did. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that story, like of how he started, of like how he envisioned of how WWE was supposed to be. Like
He
that's
knew the
crazy,
future.
man. He knew the future, and like
Yeah,
he ruffled a lot of feathers, bro. Like he ruined a lot of relationships just to get to where he wants. It's crazy, man. It's crazy,
hey,
like and this isn't like I didn't even know like this wasn't the first rodeo that Vince McMahon screwed someone. Like she screwed Wendy Richter,
yeah.
the
I didn't
wrestler.
know about that too.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy, and then the whole Bret Hart situation, like of course we got coming to light. Of
Yeah,
course
bro.
Vince McMahon just simply wanted what was his, which was the WWE title. you know it's crazy, dog. Like Vince McMahon truly is a pioneer of professional wrestling. I mean, he doesn't like the term pro wrestling, but whatever. I call it it's wrestling is wrestling. Call it what it is. It's still
Yeah,
professional
because
wrestling at the
he
end of
doesn't
the
like
day.
calling it pro wrestling because to him, entertainment matters more than the wrestling.
Exactly.
And you know
Yeah.
what? That's why he succeeded.
Yeah.
Because if you put on good matches all the time, but have terrible entertainment wise, no one's gonna watch it.
That's
If you
true.
have entertainment, if you have entertainment but poor wrestling, people are gonna go to the entertainment way more than they would go to uh, good wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've always said that, and I even told you how
Mhm.
AEW needs to focus more on the entertainment side than they need to focus on having all these 5-star rating matches. Because to be
Exactly.
honest, bro, just give me the entertainment, bro. Yeah,
So again, bro, the of course, like I said, I'm putting it Vince McMahon to light here on, of course, of how he pioneered, of course, how he made a lot of bridges burnt, of course, going through where he did, but also, man, the Netflix documentary did also like was not, and then they did not like literally like cover out the fact that Vince McMahon had these allegations recently,
that he's a
you know.
dickhead.
Yeah, like for real. Like, again, I was shocked that he pulled out of the interview and literally, apparently, he cut everyone off. After that report, he cut everyone off. Like, he didn't want to talk to the Netflix producers anymore. He didn't
Wow.
want to talk to anyone. Like, he literally, like, during on the last episode when he like left in the middle of the interview when
Yeah.
the news came out of the allegations made against him, he literally like just left and never spoke to them. It's crazy.
Wow.
So again, man, props to Netflix for covering that. Of course, like you want to always cover anything that's going on, right?
Yeah.
And of course, I wouldn't say that Vince McMahon, I wouldn't say that Vince McMahon is a total dirtbag overall, because like here's the thing, right? In my opinion, like Bruce Pritchard, the guy who worked with Vince for a long time, he has his own version. Of course, we don't. I wouldn't know. I don't know him. I don't know him personally. But again, we're just seeing what we see on the television. But of course, guys like Bruce Pritchard, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, like they know him more better than us. So of course, like they have their own opinions of it. But again, like I said, regardless, whatever what happens now, again, it's up to the federal investigation. So again, it's currently ongoing. Um, I'm still thankful for Vince McMahon giving
Oh
us
yeah.
WWE, like
Well,
because again, my childhood was built because of wrestling, and and Vince McMahon's product is the main force for that, right? So
dude, and it's so funny you say that. We're really a product of what was going on in the show, right? Because
mm,
think about it, right?
mm,
All of these allegations are going on and everything, and fans still came to the arenas,
Exactly.
packing out the arenas and everything. And
Mhm.
look what you just said, right? Shout out to Vince, even though he's a piece of crap
Yeah.
and all of those allegations. And I am the exact same way. The guy created what is known as the best wrestling promotion in the world,
Exactly.
like
Amen,
the
bro.
best. and
Exactly.
and because of that, we are so grateful because of the memories that he's given us, the entertainment,
Hmm.
uh us growing up with like it was great, dude. It
It
was
was great.
great.
It
And
was
his
great.
vision worked. And sometimes I think like in order to be a genius like that and have something work, you have to be kind of crazy.
Exactly.
you,
And that's the
you
thing. And that
yeah,
was the cover in that documentary. Like Vince McMahon is crazy. Like, and
yeah,
he made it work. Like again and again, guys, I'm letting you guys know. We're not saying that, oh, this does not make an excuse for the allegations. No, we're not making
obviously
an
not.
excuse out of it. Obviously
Yeah,
not. But if we're talking about just the wrestling side, you gotta understand this guy again built an empire, and
that's
he
his
created
baby.
Start. That was his baby, and he in the documentary, even his family says that.
Yeah,
Like
he said like that business is the most important thing to him.
exactly,
Like
and
he
he
says, I'll do anything for this business." Vince literally said that. Like he will do anything.
and he also and again his family even says that Vince McMahon had a monogamous relationship. It was this company, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
And he
literally.
was willing
I
to do
remember
anything
that
for it.
line.
Exactly. That's why I'm like I'm fascinated by knowing Vince McMahon more in this documentary, because like now you know why WWE is a powerhouse that it is known
Yeah,
today, right? Like he not only he did good things, he also did the bad, and the bad also it was a big stepping stone for
yeah,
what the
yeah,
product is today. And of course, like I said, I'm not saying that those are an excuse. Still, those things, man, that created heat, and the key word is heat.
heat.
This guy was been that is always been and always and forever be the heat of this company, and
Yeah,
that generated a lot. And again, man, like I said, bro, the whole thing from Owen Hart, the Bret Hart, Chris Benoit,
yeah,
all of that, man. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying those are excuses, but again, it put eyes on the product, and it paid attention, and of course, it generated a lot of heat,
dude.
right?
And it's
So
crazy. Like out of every bad situation that came up, right? He capitalized on it.
exactly, that's the
Every
thing.
single one. Like this guy is wicked, bro.
Yeah.
Like he is wicked. Like and it really made me realize, right? You look at a history of all the great figures that made something great, right? They're all like they're all crazy, bro. They
Mhm.
have a completely different mentality than a lot of people. Like to them, they're like 100% confident in themselves and willing to do whatever it takes, whether it's the being a complete dickhead, whether it's a decision that majority of people, right?
Mhm.
Like for Vince, a million people could be like, no, we don't want you to do this. And he'll be like, F you, I'm doing what I'm doing it.
Exactly. Oh,
I'm doing
man,
it. I don't
bro.
care. He will be the bad guy. And
He
and when
embraced
he
it.
succeeds, he'll be like, I told you. And his voice was, I told you. I don't know. I tried to do his voice. I told you.
but but again, anyways, like the whole thing about Vince McMahon, his character's personality, like I firmly, in my opinion, I firmly believe Vince McMahon and Mr. McMahon are the
They're the
same
same.
person. They're the
They're the
same.
same.
Like I
Come
don't
on.
care what the other people think. Like I don't know
Yeah,
what
they're the
people think of
same.
that interview. They're the same. I don't
That
care
guy
what
was
Sean
playing
thinks.
himself.
He was playing himself like all along. Like this is why for me,
Yeah.
bro, like Vince McMahon, um, also like he made crazy storylines. Like, bro, he even said like with Stephanie, like I don't want
Yeah,
to put that
dude.
into it, but
That
that's
when I
crazy, you
heard
know?
that, I was like, you sick, twisted mother effer.
I know, right?
I was like, that's your daughter, bro.
Yeah,
This
and
guy, it really showed you that this guy will go to any length.
he will. And
And the only
again,
reason why it didn't happen is because Stephanie said no to it.
exactly. And also, again, I also want to mention that one thing that I watched in that documentary that made me understand Vince a little bit more is the fact that he doesn't look back. That's the thing. Like that's
Oh,
the thing that's crazy about
come on, man.
Vince
That's
McMahon,
that's
man.
that's a top 10 life thing to know. Move
I
forward.
I know, and that's intriguing to me because like after all this, all the things that this guy did, he
Oh,
still never looked
he,
back.
he
Like,
had the
bro,
whole he had the whole world on his neck, and
exactly.
he's like, I can only go forward.
Yeah,
Like,
you can, and also when he was asked whether he would retire, that also hit deep for me, and I was like, damn, like this is his mentality. It's crazy. I
bro,
wish, I'm
when
not gonna lie, I wish I had it because I'm like, yo, he actually makes sense.
you
Like,
know,
why do you want to retire and then
bro,
you
you
go
know
die?
how, and I've noticed that the same thing with like all these other people that created like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. To them, this is not work. To them, they could do this forever.
Exactly.
Like to them, they look forward to like, oh, Elon, oh, I can't wait to make this new Cybertruck. It's gonna be incredibly hard. Vince McMahon, oh man, I could do this for the rest of my life. I love this, what I created. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, Facebook, VR, Bill Gates, Microsoft, like, bro, I one day I aspire to be like that, and I feel like that could be it with this because I really do love YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Really do
Me
love
too.
YouTube, and I can see that this could bring so many opportunities and everything one day. And that's why I have like this mentality, bro. Like I'm having that mentality now. That's why
No,
this week
bro.
I've been like,
No,
John, let's record, man. Let's record.
exactly. Like I said, bro, when he said that, like, bro, like when he said like he doesn't want to retire and like he gets disgusted when he hears people saying that they're
Yeah,
gonna retire, and then he said on the lines where I don't know if this exact line, he was like, when you stop growing, you die. And I'm like,
mm,
that's actually deep. Like what
mm,
he said there was deep. Like if you stop growing, you die. And then like the fact that you retire and then what are you gonna do with your life? Like he has a point on that. That's why
yeah,
this guy never wanted to retire. This is why he never wanted to leave WWE. This is why he came back after the first allegation and then he eventually resigned. Like it's crazy, bro. And again, man, shout out to everyone who did this documentary, bro. Like they were legit. I think it was legit. Of course there were some things that were missing. I hope the CM Punk was
oh
there too.
yeah, I was, yeah.
Yeah,
CM Punk didn't show up.
yeah.
Goldberg didn't show up.
Mhm.
A lot of people didn't show
Yeah,
up.
and of course the man of the hour, Brock Lesnar. Now we know who he was. He was part of the lawsuit. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy, man. So again, what I learned in this documentary, Vince McMahon is a pioneer, a madman. Um, Like, bro, he's a hustler. He has passion. That's the things that I learned from that guy. And of course, like controversy, heat, a heel. That's
yeah.
Mr. McMahon right there, man. And again, for those who love this document, like this documentary and watch this documentary, again, we're not trying to praise, we're not glazing
No,
them out, and we're
by
not
any
trying to
means, no.
say by any means, we're not glazing it,
But
but
but you have to admire what he's done.
exactly.
You have to.
And you have to be happy at the fact that this guy gave us childhood
Yeah,
of regardless. But again, this does not cover the excuse of the things that he've done. Again, from the whole steroids thing, Chris Benoit, Owen Hart to the lawsuits, all of that again does not make an excuse. But however, he made professional wrestling to where it is today. And you gotta respect that. And that's what Tony Atlas said at the end of the day. He was the greatest promoter of all time as the legacy wise. So that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. Literally, John, you covered it all there, bro. Everything I was gonna say. So,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
So,
that's
dude,
exactly what I was gonna say.
it was a
So,
great again
yeah,
like it was a great documentary, man. I learned
yeah,
a lot
bro.
from it, man. Vince McMahon,
I'll,
he gave me some lessons too, bro.
I will say this about lessons. I'll just end it off with this. What I have to say, right?
Hmm.
Like John said, we're gonna admire what he did, and what he made, right? But obviously, as Vince, the person himself, without the allegations, that's nothing to admire. But there are some things you can take away from Vince: hard work, dedication, and just absolute grind. And that is something like I'm gonna really instill in myself, like really, really instill in myself. Uh, you know, I thought I was grinding. I'm not even kidding, John. I thought I've been grinding, right? And then you see guys like that, it's like you're not doing as much or going as hard as them or taking the most important thing that I learned from this. Take risks. Because he had it. If he didn't do what he did, right? If he didn't take a shot on himself buying the business from his dad, which who knows if he could have paid it off or not, which was very risky to begin with because he didn't have the money.
And he did it.
He did it. And from there on, he had more problems, but he did it. WCW came around, WWE was going down. He came back and beat WCW. He did it. This is what I mean, man. Like that's one thing that you gotta admire, and that's one thing that a trait that you can take from Vince is that it doesn't matter what anybody else says. If it's your goal, if it's your dream, just go do it. Who the F cares? Take the shot, risk it, because guess what? You risk it, it doesn't work out. What did you lose? Nothing. But imagine if it does work out.
And literally that's what happened in this documentary, man.
Bro, that's the point that I'm in my life now, and I realize that I'm like, it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
But yeah, that's all I got to say, man. Anything else?
So guys, so again, this pretty much it. So let us know in your comment section what you guys think. Did you enjoy the documentary? Did you learn something from it? Do you think Vince McMahon is a pioneer of the professional? Again, let us know in your comments and your opinions. And again, is Vince McMahon gonna be is WWE gonna be better without Vince McMahon? Of course, 100%. They're still gonna be built because again, the foundation is still there.
Right now, it's amazing.
It's amazing after he left. So again, let me know, guys, and put it in your comment section. If you want more of these videos, please comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. No chance.
The next one.
No chance in hell.
No chance in hell.